Well, it's official. Josh Berry is the second Stewart-Haas racing driver to find a long-term home. He will be signing, or well, now he has signed with the Wood brothers. Yes, ever since Chase Briscoe had been tied to JGR, Josh Berry seemed to be next in line, according to the reports. Well, the Wood brothers made it official today. Josh Berry, a five-time winner in the NASCAR Xfinity Series and a current Sunoco Rookie of the Year candidate in the NASCAR Cup Series, will pilot the famed number 21 Ford Mustang for the Wood Brothers Racing in 2025. Berry will become the latest driver of an extensive list of legendary names that have competed for the Wood brothers when he takes the helm, beginning with the Daytona 500 on February 16th, 2025. When you think of the history and legacy of NASCAR, it's hard not to think of the Wood brothers and the incredible impact they've made on the sport. It's an honor and a privilege to be a small part of carrying on that legacy, said Berry. To be able to add my name to the list of drivers who have piloted the iconic number 21 is something I don't take lightly. Over the years, we've had the privilege of working with a multitude of successful drivers, and now having the opportunity to add Josh Berry to that list is a significant milestone for our team, said John Wood, president of the Wood Brothers Racing. Josh brings a wealth of talent and determination, evident through his success in every level of competition, from grassroots NASCAR to present day. He fits the values of our team, and we believe that with Josh behind the wheel, we will achieve great things together on the track. And then later it says that further details of sponsorship and other things like that will be announced later, and that the team would also continue to receive support from Quick Lane and Ford Motorcraft. No announcement on a crew chief. That is another big bit of news people are waiting for, obviously. Josh Berry took over the number 4 car at Stewart-Haas Racing this season. Kevin Harvick and Rodney Childers, of course, were together for 10 seasons. And then this season, the first, and Rodney Childers, a big fan of Josh Berry, has said multiple times he does not want to see Josh Berry fail. He will do anything he can to prevent that. But it seems like that Rodney Childers will not be following Josh Berry to the Wood brothers. Obviously, the Wood brothers are closely aligned with Team Penske. Team Penske likes to have their own guys in their system, so it just seems like there's not enough room for Rodney Childers. Ultimately, there's no announcement on who the crew chief is as of now, but obviously once that announcement gets made. But if Rodney Childers isn't following Berry, then that makes him a very big free agent. Unless he retires, of course. But he would be a very big free agent in terms of the crew chiefing game. In fact, he said this: "I can't even explain how happy I am for Josh Berry. He has worked his butt off for a long time to get this opportunity. This Ford team takes great gratitude in being a part of showing the world what he can do. He's a winner and has a huge future." Now, the Wood brothers, as I said, they've been closely aligned with Team Penske for the past few years, for a while now. And we've seen them make the playoffs with Ryan Blaney. They've won a race with Ryan Blaney. They made the playoffs with Matt DiBenedetto. But the Harrison Burton era of the Wood brothers has been a struggle. And as for Harrison Burton's future, we do not know that yet. I don't think he'll be in Cup next year. My guess would be Xfinity. But Harrison Burton, it was a struggle at the Wood brothers. His highest average finish was 22.8 back in 2022. His highest points finish was 27th back in that same season. This season, he sits 33rd in the points. Last year, he was 31st. It has not been good for Harrison Burton. 1 top 5 over, what's it been, 2.5 seasons, 5 top 10s. It just hasn't been good. And I know that Ford has had their struggles. You know, they struggled at the early part of this year, and there were times in 2022 I remember that they struggled. But the fact of the matter is, this is usually a good car, and maybe the next gen era has affected them negatively, and maybe, margin for, being better isn't as big as we think. But the fact of the matter is, it just hasn't worked out. I feel bad for Harrison Burton that it didn't work out, but at the same time, he is a very young driver with a long career ahead of him. I think if he goes back down to Xfinity, even trucks, rebuilds his reputation, wins some races down there, he could do something kind of similar to what John Hunter Nemechek did, where he went to KBM after that 1 year at front row and build his way back up to the Cup Series. So I think Harrison Burton could very well do something like that. But as for Josh Berry, the new driver of the 21 car, Josh Berry's a very talented driver, if you ask me, and he's had quite the career. Obviously, a short track guy, got the call from Junior Motorsports just a few years ago to run an Xfinity race. Won some races part-time, and then, of course, got elevated to full-time status, and he won multiple races with him. It's a 5-time Xfinity Series winner. I want to say he made a championship for, but obviously, this is his full-time rookie season. He ran the 9 car and the 48 car back in 2023 when Chase Elliott and Alex Bowman got injured, put up a runner-up finish in the 9 car at Richmond. So Josh Berry, and even this year, he's led laps at Bristol, at Iowa, at Richmond, at some of these short tracks. He's done extremely well, and that is why I'm going to predict it now. I think Josh Berry does it. I think he gets the Wood Brothers win number 100. And as I said, I think he's a really talented driver. I think that alliance with Team Penske is huge for the Wood Brothers. I don't know when it comes. I don't know what track it comes on, but I'm guessing a short track because, as I said, Josh Berry, a short track guy. Ford, really good at the short tracks. I think he's got a great opportunity to get them win number 100, but I think this is a great signing for the Wood Brothers. I think Josh Berry, once again, is an extremely talented driver who can elevate them. As I said, that alliance with Team Penske is a big deal. But once again, there's still a lot of questions in terms of their competitiveness. These first 3 years of the next-gen era have not gone well for the Wood Brothers. And, some will blame the drivers, some may blame the team. But we're about to figure out, because I think if Josh Berry, if they give him the right equipment, they give him the right resources, I truly believe that he can give the Wood Brothers win number 100. It's great to see him land on his feet. That is now 2 of the Stewart-Haas racing drivers that have found a future. Obviously, Chase Briscoe at Joe Gibbs, Josh Berry here at the Wood Brothers. But it's going to be a big feat. There's going to be a lot of pressure because everyone's been talking about win number 100 since Ryan Blaney won at Pocono. It's been 7 years since win 99. Matt DiBenedetto came close a couple of times at Talladega, once at Daytona maybe, but I think this is going to be a really good opportunity for Berry to prove himself even more. But I think it's a multi-year deal, which is even more security. I don't see the Wood Brothers shutting down like Stewart-Haas did. But this is a great opportunity for Josh Berry. It's good to see him land on his feet. He's a good driver, grassroots driver. So a lot of people like him. A lot of people are fans of him. So I think it's a great opportunity for Josh Berry. I think it's a great signing by the Wood Brothers. I'm very high on this pairing right now, and I think it's going to be a very bright future. As I said, I think Berry gets them win number 100. So now we just got to figure out the other 4 Stewart-Haas racing drivers: Noah Gragson, Riley Herbst, Cole Custer, and Ryan Preece. So yes, we will figure out those drivers in time, but as for now, we know Josh Berry is the next driver of the Wood Brothers number 21. Let me know how you think he's going to do at the Wood Brothers in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next video. Made the 5,000 subscribers special yesterday. Glad you guys are enjoying that one. But any other news that comes up this week, I will let you know. And then obviously we got races at Chicago this weekend.